like there's no tomorrow.
Today I'm with Obsidian Chill. He donated to my Extra Life page to participate in Talking DCUO. So say yeah to Obsidian Chill.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Zoe's audience and the EU server.
Yep. So we're gonna do some duels. I'm gonna ask him some questions and we'll see how this goes.
DC lightning round.
It's lagging. So, Obsidian, my first question to you is, when did you start playing this universe online?
So I played the beta for like a few days. I was in university at the time with a bunch of roommates, and it wasn't myself, but one roommate got me into the game. He was playing it. Played the beta, thought it was okay, and then didn't actually officially start playing until the game released on the. So before, back in the day, there wasn't one like what we call mega servers in terms of like EUPS, EUPC. They were all split into different server names, and I was a part of that one of those servers.
Yeah.
That would be like early 2011.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
But I started on the US side server first, and the EU server. Actually, when did I start on this server? Let's check the feed. General, when did I break out here?
On you started basically the same time on US, or?
A little bit after. So EU server, I started July 17th, 2012.
That's really a long time ago. Did the duel just bugged on us?
Probably, I think we might have ran down the hall way too fast. Oh, no, there's some attack.
Oh.
But I go through different phases where I'll play the EU server more often or the US server more often, just to kind of the time zone difference is kind of a killer sometimes.
Yeah, that's for sure. Even for us, it was hard to manage the schedule.
One of those things where, back 5-6 years ago, it's a lot different in terms of you working your life and stuff like that you can afford to change your schedule around for the EU server. Now it's a lot harder.
Yeah. So the next question was, what do you like about this universe online? What keeps you around?
So for me, it's the content. A lot of it is based on me kind of wanting to relive the memories I had of the game in the past. So I remember what the game used to be like, and I'm trying to do what I can to get it closer to what it was back then. We've had so many changes, so many different directions in the game, but for me, the reason why I started playing, I'm not super I don't read comic books or anything like that, but I did watch all of the original like DC cartoons, like the Batman universe animated, Superman animated, Justice League, all of those ones, Batman Beyond. So I'm interested in the DC kind of universe, but just from the animated side rather than the comic book side. So you kind of a lot of storylines that I'm interested in terms of like just kind of reliving what I saw in the shows. There's some storylines like that are a little bit out there that I wasn't too aware of, like the Legion one. I don't know, I forget the guy's name, the big boss, but there's some ones that I guess are pulled more from like the comic book storylines that didn't appear in the shows. But
yeah,
that's what keeps me playing, just kind of my interest in the DC universe, and as well as just kind of wanting to hold on to what the game was like in the past.
So talking about the past, actually, what was so different from now? I mean, isn't the gameplay kind of the same, or is it,
So pretty much the I guess I got to close to speed force.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't remember this tunnel taking this long before.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, in the past, the game was a lot more fluid in terms of how everything worked. So nowadays we have animations that kind of lock us into different dovetails in terms of, like say, after you hit a power, there's like a forced kind of dovetail after the next couple seconds where you can't do anything. Where the game in the past, everything was like super fluid, and also it kind of translated to PvP as well. So a lot of people like the combat system because this is what. I mean, I don't really play a lot of other MMOs, but what I hear from other people at that time was that DC had a really unique combat system in terms of it being like super fast and fluid. I mean, it's only like 6 powers that hit. It's not like you're hitting like 20, 30 different powers on multiple loadouts like regular MMOs.
Yeah.
So that's what drew a lot of people to it. And back then there was no artifacts, there was no allies. There wasn't really even the utility belt. The utility belt came along, but really it was just for like a little bit of extra trinkets, like the Central City trinket. So the game felt like a lot more pure. Like you're actually playing the game in terms of how it was supposed to be intended instead of all this extra stuff that was added after the fact.
Yeah. How do you feel about all the artifact system and everything? You think it's it's helpful? Or?
When the artifact system came out, in terms of where the 200 ranks were at, the max was like 120 or 160. I felt that it wasn't too bad because it felt reasonable to be able to level it naturally, so it didn't feel like a pay-to-win system. But now, when 200 ranks came out and all the other facts came out, it's pretty much. I wouldn't say it's directly pay to win. I'd say the DPS role is pay to win, but I understand what they're going for and trying to enhance gameplay and give players different options. But at the same time, there's artifacts like, for example, like the manacles for tanking, Page of Destiny, purple healing ray for healing. DPS, you've got Eye of Gemini and everything else. So it's just there's artifacts out there that are too powerful that now they can never adjust because since we paid for them, we paid to level them. The developers are never going to change them really after the fact because either they have to issue refunds or everything else. It just becomes a lot more complicated. So I feel like in their rush to, not to say rush, but like in their kind of design for artifacts, they kind of push the metas a little bit too far, and now artifacts are pretty much mandatory. You can't. It's hard to balance content around artifacts. So if you try to have a raid that's supposed to be hard for players. It's hard to make that balance when you have healers be able to stack page procs so that you can recover your entire health bar from near death, or tanks that can take twice as much damage with manacles, or healers that can spam supercharge so that all the DPS constantly have supercharges for damage. So they're kind of like creating their own kind of Pandora's box.
Yeah, it sounds like that. It feels like that too because the artifacts. Also cost a lot to level just one, and it's crazy.
Yeah, and the jump from 160 to 200 is huge in terms of the pricing. Some ones the 200 impact isn't as great, like the 160 would be perfectly fine.
Oh, sorry, I'm just looking at the question at the same time.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to figure out why the door isn't opening in the tunnel.
Maybe it's bugged.
Yeah, it might just be the flashpoint too, I suppose.
Well, we can try something else. Anything you'd like to see change or being added to the game?
I think there definitely needs to be a way to catch up for artifacts. I understand. Even though I don't technically my only alt is the EU account. I don't have a ton of alts, but I understand that if you had alts, it'd be near impossible to level with artifacts. So I understand that they can't really make artifacts account bound because then the incentive to pay level them would be pretty much zero. But there needs to be a catch-up system where if you're an alt, you get discounted on that metal or discounts on the prices because they could know you've already bought it before. So say you already own the Soul Amplifier or already own a Page of Destiny, you'd be able to discount all the catalysts and XP because you already own it at 200, and then it'd be a lot easier for alts to catch up and have the higher rank artifacts.
Yeah.
Other than that, I really think too they should maybe create a playlist or an event where artifacts don't work. So I understand that players might get upset because they pay for artifacts, they don't use them, but there should be kind of like a bare bones kind of event where it's still the same content. It's just that artifacts don't work. Artifacts, allies, it's more like the game at the very beginning without all the extra stuff.
Kind of like Legends in a way.
Yeah, pretty much like PvE Legends, but for DPS. So it's you're kind of like stripped just to your power set. I think that might be enjoyable to some players. At the same time, like even with this Throne of the Dead, when like players are coming back and they realize that Throne of the Dead in their head was supposed to be hard, because it was decently hard back in the past when it came out like 6 years ago, but now they're finding it way easier because they're thinking that it was hard because they're remembering what it like to do in the past, but now it's so easy because of all the extra artifacts and players being able to switch different power sets like water or atomic. So it's
yeah, finally.
Yeah, I think they should at least give us the option.
Yeah, definitely.
Because then you get to experience the game without, like, the way it was pretty much intended and designed. Because the developers don't design any mechanics with artifacts in mind, because you really can't. Because you can't say something, you can't make a raid that like is assuming that players are going to use either Gemini, or assuming players are going to use this artifact at 200 rank or 160 rank. Because there's going to be plenty of players that don't have that, so it wouldn't be fair to make a raid designed for that in mind.
Yeah, definitely. It also comes down to they're not making any tutorials to help players understand. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they changed the vault dropship. I mean, I understand you kind of come refresh after a while, it was the same for so many years, but they really scaled back the mechanics on that, because it used to be when the original vault dropship came out, you couldn't actually pass the one section unless you countered properly. So if you didn't block the ad, or if you didn't lunge them, or if you didn't interrupt them, you wouldn't be able to pass. You'd just be stuck on that one spot. So I mean, I know that's a little bit frustrating for brand new players, but it gets them kind of ingrained in their head. Okay, if I see that symbol, I have to do this. But now on the new dropship, you can just pass whatever. You could fail it and still pass it, so they don't really actually learn anything.
Even at the beginning, they just press buttons to.
Yeah. And there is no tutorial like how to tank or how to control or how to heal. It's just that message that pops up when you hit level 10 saying, hey, you unlock the healer role. It's like, okay, that's great, but what does it do?
I think it's something we all as community tried to get them to do, and said it wasn't a priority, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Meps tried, maybe it was a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. What he did was he linked the DCUO guys website and all those guys, but the problem was those guys were from back from when AMs first came out, so all the information was outdated. So
yeah.
I understand what Meps was trying to do with linking on the website, saying like here's some basic tutorials and guides, but you just didn't look at them because they were really outdated. But I mean, if someone wanted to do something like that, then it's great if there's some kind of like collab that they can do with DCUO line, with the community saying, here. You guys make the videos, you guys decide what they should have, and I'll link them on the DC Universe Online, so at least players can refer to them. So something like that I think could work out.
Yeah, but I think he just went and took the link because they're using it, I think.
Yeah. And you're still gonna have plenty of people that don't check online, they're just gonna play the game, which I understand. I mean, a lot of it too, I mean, it's not to place blame, but when a lot of those like big YouTubers or YouTubers that do like playthroughs, when they show DC Universe Online, all they do is show like the dropship, and then they show like leveling like 1 through 20. Like they don't actually show what anything past level 30 is in terms of like leveling up in CR or doing higher raids. They just stop and only play the game for like a few hours. But I mean, that's kind of deceptive too, because none of those YouTubers are learning to play controller, or showing what a tank role looks like, or showing what like a healer role looks like, because they're just playing the game just from like level 1 through 30 and maybe a couple alerts. So new players see that, they see videos like a few 100,000 views from their favorite like walkthrough YouTubers, like, oh, I'll try that, and they're just mimicking what they see, and they're not actually trying to learn like any role, because that's not what they saw in the video.
Yeah, exactly. I honestly agree with you. I did the same, and this is why I stopped doing the leveling videos, because I thought it won't help anyone. It's just, showing them something they can do themselves, but they need to see what they need to do after this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like I forget his name. It was I used to watch him in the past, but he he released a video probably a couple months or a few months ago. He's got like 400 or 500,000 subs, and he revisited DC Universe Online and kind of did the same thing, like played like 1 through 30 and a couple of PB Legends because that was easy to access. And some of the information he gave in the video was outdated in terms of like DC not having any custom styles. It's like, well, we know DC has like, you know, thousands and hundreds of styles to choose from, and he just it's just because he didn't completely play the game. So a lot of people in the comments are trying to correct him, but correcting people in the comments is the same as the video.
Yeah, kind of shows that he doesn't really know what he's talking about. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Shiraz made a big post on it too. Get his name on.
Oh, I think so. Yeah. So my next question was, as a content creator, what would you like to do next to reach more people?
I recently tried doing not so much a giveaway, but in terms of like a contest. Because I mean, giveaways, I know plenty of channels do that, but it doesn't. I feel like help as many people. Because if you do a giveaway with like 1,000 people, 1 or 2 people out of those 1,000 people are going to get to win, where the other 998 feel left out. But at least if there's like a contest, they can kind of control their own fate. So if it's just what effort they put into it, so it's like a player decorating contest.
Yeah.
Didn't exactly turn out the way I thought, but I mean, it was definitely a learning experience. So I wouldn't mind doing something like that in the future, maybe like a league hall decorating contest, or we'll see if DC creates more layers in the future in terms of if they do like a Wonder Woman theme layer or like a Superman theme layer. I guess they said it depends on how the way Manor sells, but something like that. I feel like incorporating different kind of contests and having people kind of come together, I think would be good.
Yeah,
I feel a little bit bad for like the Xbox and Switch servers because like I don't have an Xbox or Switch, but at least I can get on the EU server and US server and get those people together. But
Yeah.
it'd be nice to kind of incorporate everyone.
Wish the devs gave content creators the way to give stuff to other platforms, but they don't do it.
Yeah, no, it'd definitely be great if there was some kind of like level of collaboration. I understand that they're busy, but I mean, for me, it's kind of like a resource. Like if you have an audience, like say like Multiverse, you or me, like we reach different audiences that they may not visit the forums or may not play the game all that often. Like with my channel, it's a lot of players because they know I've been around for like 10 years. It's a lot of former players that don't play the game anymore, still kind of checking in. So it's a different audience that they're not going to reach because those players aren't checking the forums anymore or checking their launch pad. So if I make a video about like a news update or something to the game, they kind of get to see, okay, maybe I can come back. So if there's more kind of, if the developers would use us more, I know it was close with Torkumu, but he was basically just doing like the seasonal previews or like the like style previews and stuff. So I know they collaborated with him because it was different stuff coming out of the game, but it's different from what we do in terms of like showcasing it. But yeah, I definitely feel like if there were a little bit more developer collaboration with social media people, it doesn't have to be YouTubers. There could be people like with large Twitter following. It's just taking that audience and using it to their advantage. And I mean, but it's not like we complain to the developers and say, hey, can you make a video about this? I mean, we're going to do it. I mean, we're not going to say no.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's something that could definitely elevate, and I think would help DC a lot too, because I mean DC doesn't really have much advertising. You don't see like YouTube ads for DC Universe Online, you don't see like commercials for it.
Nope, nothing. Not even in DC fandom. Nothing.
Yeah, and it's definitely, I mean, it's a huge game. I mean, if you check like how many users, like the 40 million or whatever, I mean, we know that there's not 40 million players, but there's certainly enough that there is a lot, and a lot of former players. So if we can somehow get those former players back, I mean, the memberships now are technically free. They can play all the content. They can have access to everything. So now is a great time for those former players to come back, but they just don't know to come back because they don't see the advertisements or see the reasons why.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. The next question was, let me see. So tell us about the process of making a power guide video.
So for power, for me, usually I kind of go in terms of power sets. I found like a tank power set, then I'll kind of go in order. But usually how it starts is just, I kind of have a sense of what the EPS section is going to be like, just based off my old guides. So I start there and kind of see what's changed in terms of loadouts or rotations, or on a lot of my guides, you know, in a year, not so much the power, like say for Rage, for example, not really much has changed with Rage in a year, but there's been a lot of new artifacts that have come out for Rage since for in a year, so you have to really, it's not so much updating in terms of power sets, it's updating on like what else has come out. So now you have to incorporate allies, now you have to incorporate like these new artifacts, so there's different methods that can come from that. So it's really just kind of playing around, jumping in raids, getting used to it.
So basically, it's not just on the sparing target. You're going into raids.
Yeah, because there's a lot of loadouts that are going to be on sparring targets that don't work in raids, just because of either you can't be realistically melee range, or it's just too much power, or for example, if you're Earth or Sorcery, if you're trying to use Brick or like Crystal or Fury on sparring targets, they have limited power, so you think you're going to be fine because they have full power the entire time, but the issue is that in raids they're not going to have that. So if you're not taking, like, for example, with Earth and Sorcery, it's 4 or 5 gold and offering, players aren't going to think they need that because they had unlimited power on the sparring targets, but then they jump in a raid and they're not noticing that the pets don't have full power. So the sparring targets can be kind of misleading. Same thing as well. I mean, the sparring targets, they never die. So for example, if you're nature, you're stacking all your dots, and there's, you know, the dots are ticking in full duration. If you're using like heat vision, the burning dots are ticking in full duration. So that's not going to happen in actual content. Things are going to die. The tank's going to start pulling things away from you. So it's just not the. Sparring targets are great to get practice and get like kind of like a basis, but you still have to like go through all the raids, different raids in terms of like single target boss fights, or in terms of regular AoE raids like the hallways, to see how your rotation actually works.
Yeah, I get it. Usually I thought just sparing targets, but I definitely get it now that it's more than that. There's definitely a lot to experience yourself, so...
I always hate these DCUOs, trying to find everything.
Yep, same. This is why I never finished the feats here.
Yeah, dude, thankfully I finished the 250 feats for these years ago, when it was current. I didn't know what I was doing.
That was with Origin Crisis, no? Or
yeah. Or was it Origin Crisis? I think no, it was DLC 3 Battle for Earth.
Oh, Battle for Earth. Yeah. So my next question was, I saw your mega donation to Charon on the Extra Life this year. So you also made a video on it. Care to elaborate on it? Why did you choose Charon out of everyone? Why?
For me, my YouTube channel, my audience is a little bit more geared towards like endgame players as opposed to like new players instead of multi-versus. So for me, I was kind of playing to my audience where I wanted to thank Sharon for all his contributions. A lot of stuff players don't realize is things he does behind the scenes. Like you can, I mean, if you follow the forums, you can see it a lot because you'll see him comment on the forums at like 3 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, like on the weekends he'll be answering questions. So there's plenty of times where no matter what, he'll answer your question and be active, and that's what I kind of wanted to just kind of recognize and thank him for. So I made that donation. Thankfully, if Batuba was still around, I'd have to do a double donation to Batuba and Sharon. But thankfully it was just Sharon. And then I just made the video just to show, like, get the ball rolling and kind of the hashtag Team Sharon and try to get some others to donate to him just to recognize his efforts.
Yeah, I saw definitely others also donated, so...
Yeah, because I mean, like Maps and Oceans and like New Prey in the past or Jens Anderson's Spittle in the past, you always see them because they're always on the dev live streams on Twitch, and they're always at the forefront of Twitter and everything else, so people really see those faces and know those players. But a lot of the developers behind the scenes do like a ton of work, like Milbar, Toxic, Sharon, Batuba in the past, they don't see those players, so they don't even aware of their existence. They just kind of see their name every so often, but they don't realize the huge impact they have on the game. So it's more just kind of bringing those players that people don't see that often to the light, kind of to the forefront.
Because they do more than just the styles, which this was Megzilla. She just did styles over Oceans doing the bases, so we don't really get to,
Yeah. They own the forums, they see like Megzilla, like what styles you want to see next, or Oceans, like, you know, what weapon style or you want to see next. So everyone really gets to know Oceans and Megzilla. Like Megzilla's hugely popular, Nerder Play was hugely popular as well, and they just don't know or don't see the developers that are doing all like, you know, the work in the background or like the grunt work.
Yeah, definitely. Let me see, what was the next question? So for the future, what do you expect the game to go to? Which direction?
That's certainly going to be interesting. I'm really hoping this episode that comes out in December provides enough content and enough like interest for a lot of players. Because I know House of Legends was certainly a big change, but there wasn't much content, so I know a lot of players have switched out. I mean, I'm not sure like I'm basing this only off like the league side and friends that I run, so they're more like endgame players. But a lot of players are playing like Final Fantasy. They went back to like Destiny. They're playing like Apex Legends and on other games because there's nothing really new in DC. So I mean, yeah, Foss 2 League comes out, or Sanctum League, or Throne of the Dead League comes out, but they know what the raids are. They've run them in the past, so it's more like, okay, I'll run this a few times and see what it's like, and then you know, stop playing DC for another month. So I think we're really waiting on this new content release that comes out in December, and I hope that can live up to a lot of players' expectations.
Yeah, I also feel that it's kind of annoying to run the same thing instead of something new, but they try to put resources somewhere else.
Yeah, I understand that. So, I mean, the changes in House of Legends had to happen, so it was definitely good. A lot of the feats was, say the universe is kind of up there. I'm even myself, I'm not even close to those 250 raid feats yet, so 250 duos, 250 alerts, 250 raids. So that's a tad bit extreme, but I guess it certainly keeps people playing.
Yeah, definitely. So another question was, what do you think about time capsules in general?
I think we went to... I don't remember how it works. No, I think time capsules are a necessity. I don't mind time capsules at all, the concept behind them. I mean, players need new styles. I mean, there's a huge... You know, as much as I harp on that community, the whole like cosplayer style aspect of this game is huge. Yeah. Like the customization, while it's not like a huge level of customization in terms of other MMOs, I mean, players can still be really creative. So the time capsules I feel are necessary from that aspect. The only thing I'm not a fan of is attaching feats to them. I know they're trying to sell feats to players that may not buy the time capsule if there wasn't feats in them, but I feel like attaching feats was the wrong direction, or there shouldn't be as many feats, because I think right now we're looking at probably like 150 skill points just for time capsules.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
A bit extreme. So, I mean, time capsules I think should come out. It's a good revenue stream. Because back in the past, replay badges, everyone bought replay badges. It was just that was the main money maker for DC.
Yeah.
Before like artifacts, before time capsules, everyone bought replays. Now there's not as many people resetting. There's not many people wanting like the full set of gear in like the first few days as compared to the past. Or they need to rerun the raid for like a style or something like that. So now they had to kind of expand the artifacts, expand the time capsules for revenue, which is just perfectly fine. It's just that I don't agree with the feats.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the feats are just a way to make it more shiny, but it's not really worth it in my opinion.
No.
Because there are a lot of feats you can get in the game, right? You don't really need to...
No, and it kind of like degrades some of the extra feats. So say there's a super, like there's a really hard raid feat that took you a really while to get, and you felt like, you felt like really good after you got it, and it was a 3-star feat, and now in the time capsule you could buy one emblem and you get the 3-star feat. It's like, okay, so all this work I put into finding a group and learning the mechanics and learning how to get this raid feat, all I could have done was bought a simple emblem from a broker, got the same amount of skill points. But it's just, there's just a huge imbalance with the feats at the moment. I mean, it's not realistic either. I mean, by this time next year, we're probably going to be over 1,000 skill points, which is just like not really. And it's really, if you're a new player, you buy the CR skip for like CR skip 290 or whatever, you only get 80 skill points. So if you're playing DC Universe Online and you're learning that all the players that you're playing with have like 600, 700, 800 skill points, as a new player you have like less than 100, it's just really intimidating. You may not actually continue playing DC because it's like, well, I'm never in a million years going to be able to get that high skill points unless I want to spend like, you know, a few $1,000s.
Yeah, I also think that CR skips are a really bad idea. Really bad idea. For someone new that comes into the game, so yeah. Skip everything, just he has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah, especially not like, if you want to do 1 or 2 CR skips, that's fine, but like, we've had one every single year.
They do one in January and now every time on Halloween, I think.
Yeah. And then we still have the anniversary event coming up, so probably we're going to get another CR skip at some point.
Oh, this is bad.
So I understand that they can't add more skill points to it, because at that point it's pretty much like your player walking around with like a couple hundred skill points and have no idea how to play. So I understand that they don't want to add a bunch of skill points to it, but at the same time, and then it kind of creates not so much a toxic atmosphere, but in terms of a lot of players know that there's CR skips, so they're looking for them on like the wave docs or different apps, so then it kind of starts as like full exclusion, where okay, I don't want to play with you because you only have 80 skill points, or you can't join my league unless you have 200 skill points, and then the new players new to the game don't have anywhere to go because there's every league only wants like X amount of skill points because they know there's a bunch of CR skips there.
Yeah, exactly.
So the player ends up feeling like they're alienated from the community, don't want to play DC, and then they don't play, switch to another game.
This is where tutorials could come in handy, in my eyes.
Yep.
Oh, we finished.
Yeah, no, the whole leveling aspect, or in terms of like maybe like I know PvP Legends has that section where you can queue up and kind of mess around with your power as a Legends character. They really should have that. I know the test server's there, but they should have kind of something like that on the applied server where they can queue up and mess around with the tank and tank some ads, or basically go through the controllers, make sure they stun an ad. It would be a lot of work on the developer side in terms of creating those instances, but I think the overall impact of it would be great for the future because players would learn how to play their roles and be able to experience it. It's one thing watching a guide, like you can watch a guide and copy what they do, but it's not the same experience. So it's a lot of people have to learn by actually doing it rather than seeing it done on a video.
Yeah, definitely. This was actually all my questions. So
yeah, I hope people can take away something from the conversations we had.
I think you kind of answered everything, because this was everything I was curious to hear from you. So
yeah, and I mean, I think you normally upload these on your YouTube channel, so if people have additional questions or concerns or something, they can always put in the comment section, and I'll answer your additional questions there as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think I can mention you now because they added for everyone, I think, the community thing. Or it's just above certain subscribers amount. It's still new to me, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not too sure with that either.
But yeah, it will be on my channel this evening. I'll edit it around and see if it's not too long.
Look forward to it.
Yeah, me too. It was really fun, by the way. And great to know you, by the way.
Yeah, good playing. And it's only 6 in the morning for me, so I'll be able to kill some time before I start work.
Yeah. Not so bad to play DC before work, huh?
No. Gets the juices and the blood flowing.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you very much, and I'll definitely see you around. You're in the official Discord of DC Universe Online, so I'll
Yep,
see you around.
I'll be lurking everywhere. You'll
Yep.
be able to find me.
It was great playing with
But
you. Thank
yeah,
you.
thanks for having me.